Hey, welcome back to my channel. Riddle here, and I want to talk about insect control. Insect control and organic gardening or non-organic gardening. So the biggest mistake that people make with insects is they wait till the insects show up. This is ridiculous. Insects are there by the thousands. They're always there. The ants are always there. The aphids are always there. The earwigs are always there. The snails are always there. So just like life, you have to deal with problems before they happen. You know that bill's going to be due every month, so you pay it. You pay it before it's due. And a garden is just like managing a household. So what does that mean? It means that I cyclically, meaning about every other week, depending on how strong the insects are, will go through and spray my garden with a super mild insecticide. Or you can also use, if you're going totally organic and you keep up with things, a combination of a mild natural dish soap and ammonia, just regular ammonia. And the ammonia will act as a foliant and feed your vegetables also, which is really cool. Now the trick with this, if you want to not use harsh insecticides on your garden and you do truly want to be organic and you keep up with this weekly or every other week, you will never have to go to the hardcore insecticides to kill insects in the garden, because they'll never have a chance to take a foothold. And that's the key to managing life or a garden, is the preemptive strike, I call it. So for instance, you plant seedlings and you think, great, I've got all these seedlings. As you see, I always overplant because I believe in sharing. And when I overplant, I'm guaranteed a good crop, even if some are taken out by my cat or an animal or some insects. But when you have tender seedlings, what's going to come after them? Slugs, snails, and earwigs. So what do? The same day that you plant these seedlings, or a week or so into it, or just before they start to germinate, you're going to take your snail or slug bait and you're going to put it all around the perimeter of your garden. Not in your garden, and you're going to want to go for the safest stuff you can find, but just all around the edge of the garden, around your not edibles. And guess what? It's going to take out most of the population of the snail and slugs, and you're not going to have your tender seedlings wiped out by snails or slugs. You can do the same thing with earwigs. Earwigs, they are really, really tricky. They form nests, and hundreds of them will live in a nest, and they come out at night so you can't see them, and they will wipe out everything. They will just chew holes. They'll eat your seedlings. They'll eat your lettuce. But there are special insecticides for earwigs, and if you put that around the parameter, like a bait, you're not going to have this issue with your garden. So today I'm spraying with a mild neem oil and a little bit of a copper fungicide. Now, we've been cold here this year. Unlike the rest of the nation, we've been unseasonably cold. So what am I going to spray this on? I'm going to spray this combination of neem and mild fungicide on my plants that get the powdery mildew early and when it's really moist out. That'd be your zucchinis, your pumpkins, chard sometimes is susceptible to it, your cucumbers, your beans. And by doing this, even my tomatoes, you know how when it gets a little too cold or too wet or towards the end of the season, they get attacked by that powdery mildew, the white stuff that gets in the leaves and other funguses. By doing this and keeping up with this at least once a month, they should not develop that at all. And I should have a tomato crop here in Northern California that will go well into November. So that's it. The trick is picking a good mild insecticide that works for you, or a combination of dish soap and ammonia, and doing it regularly before the insects show up. Because once they're there, then it becomes really difficult to be able to control them in a earth-friendly or organic way. So just like life, don't wait for your problems to show up and don't pay your bills late. Just do the preemptive strike and you will have a lush, carefree garden instead of a big chemical-filled hassle. So thank you for coming to my channel. If you like my tips and my money-saving ideas and my concepts, please subscribe. It helps. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I'm going to end this with showing you an amazing pape. Look at this. This came from a seed packet, I think from the dollar store. Bye.